everybody, welcome to Jake Showcase. Today I'm going to talk to you some of the TV shows that I've always liked. Now, basically we didn't have TV when we were growing up, so we had this one little black and white TV, and we only got two channels, basically the two government channels. Honestly, it took our family a long time to even get those two channels, but when we finally got it, it was good because finally we had some television to watch. Children, we love watching television, or children love watching television, and so did clearly my two favorite shows were Hockey Night in Canada, which big hockey fan, and I also liked this one show as a kid called Belle and Sebastian. It was a cartoon about a boy and a dog. See, I always wanted a dog, right? But I never ever had one. I thought, wow, wouldn't it be awesome to have a dog someday? But because our family was so full with 7 kids, there was no room for a dog at all. A bit older, one of my favorite shows for sure was definitely called The Wonder Years. Now, I really, I liked that show a real lot. See, the main character his name was Kevin Arnold, and Kevin Arnold was sort of short, and he had brown hair, kind of like me. Not to mention that the girl in the show, Winnie Cooper, was absolutely gorgeous. I thought she was incredible. So those were like my 3 main shows that I would watch every single time, as much as I could anyway. During the playoffs, I would particularly watch a lot of hockey, almost every single game that would come on our government channel. I go on and off with different shows that I like, but I remember getting interested in shows like Seinfeld. I didn't like Seinfeld, I thought it was kind of strange. It was very different than all of it. Once I started getting the characters and sort of how the show was formatted, I thought it was awesome. Go figure, and Elaine was beautiful too. More recently, the show that I really liked was called Gossip Girl. Come on now. I like Gossip Girl, and there was 2 main reasons. I got a real thing for New York City, and I always like looking at, how rich people live, and I thought, wow, that's life. What's kind of cool about that show is, yes, you get to see the upper class in, the inner dynamics of the upper class in New York City. The kind of cool thing was that the voice, who was the narrator, was actually a woman. And at the very last show, or a couple last shows, you figure out that it's actually a guy. I really like Blair. Blair was my favorite. I think that Selena was actually the star of the show, but my favorite was clearly Blair. And I just thought I like watching because of Blair mostly. Chuck, well, I like Chuck. I guess I had to like Chuck, but quite honestly, he was living the life that I sort of wanted to. Anyway, after Gossip Girl, basically I kind of stopped watching television more. I mean, I watched pretty much all those shows, and I tried to get into a couple other ones, and but basically that was sort of like the end of it. And that's when I kind of started YouTube. You might be surprised, but YouTube's actually got a really lot of great content, right? And most of them have to do with the personalities that they have. Some are gifted speakers, some know so much about a certain topic, and others are extremely funny. As you get more and more into YouTube, you start to enjoy it just as much as you would on television. Yeah, so I basically think that YouTube is sort of a reasonable and decent media for like television. The great thing is for aspiring artists that we have the opportunity to go and produce videos out there and kind of gain our own audience. Yeah, so the face of media seems to be really changing, and I think it's really interesting and fascinating, kind of bringing it right to you. Yeah, keep trying and trying. Keep going and going. Keep cheering me on there, folks. Don't you forget to like the video below and subscribe to the channel above. I do my videos on Wednesdays, and I hope you have a fabulous and wonderful day.